How is everyone doing today? It's Josh. Got another reaction we got going today. One from Gigguk, or Garnt, as everyone knows. We got his new video that just dropped just a little bit ago. When an anime leaves you speechless, do. And I watched this first one of these when it came out, I don't know, a year or so ago. And it was really fucking good. Some of the scenes he'd shown I had not seen before in the episode. So I'm excited to see this because Garnt is very well rounded in the stuff that he's watched. So it's probably going to have a lot of scenes that I haven't seen. Hopefully there's some I have, though, so I can see if I feel the same way that he has in it. But yeah, I love watching Gigguk. He's been someone, a staple I've been watching for years on YouTube. So this is just a good excuse to finally get this video watched. So hopefully we get some good shit in there. But what am I, do I have any predictions for something he would do? Dude, he's so versatile. I can't really even think of something off the top of my head. It's not going to be anything recent, I'm sure. It's going to be some stuff that's older. I mean, right here from the first frame, I can already see it's Saber, which is probably not going to be one of the ones he talks about, but there's some good shit. So with all that said, probably roll it into it in a second. But just remember, if you did like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe below. And subscribe to my Patreon. Consider it if you want to see me do more some of the stuff in the future. But let's get on going. I know she says Excalibur there, but my brain wanted to say Explosion!
Goku Super Saiyan, Gear 5, Erwin's speech. These are all iconic moments that became iconic for a reason. But sometimes there are moments in anime that have stuck with me that might not exactly tick all the boxes for what people count as iconic. Scenes that I rarely see talked about, yet for one reason or another, I cannot
forget. Odd Taxi.
And about 2 years ago, I made a
video. It was 2 years ago. I told you it was a while ago.
That was a longer video, and I had so much more I wanted to still talk about.
Hell yeah.
So here I am with another one.
Nah, just keep pumping them out, man.
The most iconic, the most famous, or maybe even the most talked about scenes from their respective shows? No. Is this video just my excuse to talk about a bunch of anime I love but don't have enough to say to make a full video?
Hell yeah.
But just let me have this one, okay?
No. We're down.
He has Aura.
Ooh.
Arise. Then I talk about solo leveling. Again, I'm obviously going to be spoiling the scenes I talk about, so I'll be sure to mention the exact show.
Of course he's not talking about solo leveling.
Talk about them. But you can also be a degenerate like me and decide to watch some shows based on some out-of-context scene you discover on YouTube Shorts. But this is going to be way better than that, I swear.
Who would do that?
You're not even going to need the Gigguk Garnt Grant song in the background to watch them.
Oh. Ooh.
Anime flashbacks. Love them or hate.
Ooh, no Sigma grinds that song. Ooh, don't know if I'm watching now.
You're going to see them.
Yikes.
A lot of them. They come in all shapes and every genre of anime
you
can
nice
think
stinger.
of, and it is hard to just pick one to talk about. So I'm just going to pick one that left a lasting impression on me while capturing everything the series is about.
Okay,
the ice skating scene from Death Parade, episode 11. An elevator.
I'll be honest.
Sorry.
This show is fucking great, but the scene he's talking about specifically, I don't actually remember much of it off the top of my head. But goddamn, dude, Madhouse was fucking cooking with the show.
So, 2 dead people walk into a bar. Okay,
yeah.
And what's the joke?
Oh no.
You're then
they don't
told
know.
You have to
they
play
don't know.
a series of games with your life on the line. No Squid Game. And as you do, visions. Memories slowly emerge, stopping you in your tracks as you begin to realize that you are dead. Everything you know is gone, and all these fun games you're playing will determine whether your soul is going to heaven or hell. And then it hits you. What is this? Some kind of death parade?
Shut the fuck up.
Everybody, put your hands up. Death Parade was a series that'll give you more existential dread than 5 minutes on the shitter with a battery phone. A show that truly put the die in Daijobu, where a bunch of smarmy bartenders get to decide whether your soul is worth going
It's
through
so funny because the intro is like so different than the actual show in this, but it's still a fucking banger.
You'll be playing today.
Oh? Oh no. Oh no.
I'm already in hell, aren't I?
Oh no.
There's one person who seems like an anomaly for the entire series, who, unlike the rest
he
of
loves
the
stabbing at League of Legends any chance he can.
She questions the whole process, brings doubt into every judgment, and pretty soon you figure out that she's not like the rest of them. But then the question lingers throughout. Who is she? Where did she come from?
Where did she go? Where did she come from? Cotton Eye Joe. Shut the hell up.
Right up
oh my god.
These
jokes are classy.
Backstory in a manner that has stuck with me to this day. One scene, one track, no dialogue, just a single beautiful performance.
Oh, no, actually, I do remember this now. A little bit more.
The song starts and you think, ah, my personal favorite genre of music, emotional damage. Through this ice skating scene, we are told everything we would ever need to know. A story of a simple girl who fell in love with a sport, intertwined with a simply spellbinding performance. It's just beautiful. I think what I love about the scene is the symphony of conflicting emotions that come with it. The happiness, the melancholy, the fulfilling sense of emptiness, all working in tandem with this hauntingly beautiful track. Through 5 minutes, this one scene captures what 10 episodes of Death Parade had done previously without uttering a single word. And as you get more and more absorbed with her performance, you can't help but fight this feeling of dread. You know where she is. You know what this show is about. The dread lingers and lingers, building up to the climax of her performance, of her story, of her entire life, until eventually it all comes crashing down.
Man, I forgot how good the animation is on this part. And it's all 2D animation too. Yuri on Ice could never.
This one's really going to split the age demographic of this video.
Oh,
childhood
shit.
Years are some of the most formative years of our
We're going
lives,
for
and
some
there have
old
been
shit.
moments in anime that have formed a
Totally
collective
watched
core
anime when I
memory
was
for the
younger.
generation
Absolutely,
of
guys.
kids watching them.
Didn't
The
start
pure
watching
shock
anime in
as peaks
2014.
you
Nah,
cried
that would be
while Ash turned
crazy.
into stone. The excitement seeing Yugi using Exodia against Kaiba. But the one scene that brings that wave of nostalgia while still fully holding up no matter how much older I get is Omnimon's transformation from Digimon the movie. How
You know
do
what's
I
funny?
even set the
I
stage for
watched this
The
movie
year
in
is
theaters.
2000.
I definitely did, because I remember there were 2 unique cards you got with
Turn of the
the show.
People are
Or when we
freaking
watched
out
the
over
movie in
Y2K,
theaters.
and about 40%
And
of
I
you
got
watching
both
this
of them.
right now have not even been
But
born
fuck if I
yet.
remember anything that happened in that.
Mainline TV series is over.
At all.
The world has been saved.
But I remember
and
that
our
I watched it.
protagonist's journey have come to an end. But then, out of nowhere, comes a sequel movie directed by Mamoru Hosoda.
I saw that running
who
towards me,
gone to
dude. That
become
only
one
just
of the
reminded me
most
of
critically
Zoids.
acclaimed directors anime has ever seen. Yeah,
Boy and the
did you
Beast is
say
so
that,
good.
Pokemon kid?
Yeah,
I know, I'm
Pokemon.
still trying to fight this fight.
Woo!
We had no hope in hell.
Get over it. Okay.
This movie was far too good for any kid to truly appreciate.
No,
And
I
looking
sure
back,
didn't.
I swear it's the most millennial coded shit anime has ever seen. This is a real scene
Hey
in the
now.
movie.
Yeah, a rock
I'm
star.
not joking.
He's tone deaf.
So here, when a brand new super evil villain appears, most of the OG team is busy, save for these
Damn,
four.
I don't remember how
Also
old the
Sora.
animation was in
She
this.
didn't want to contribute, because being useful would be out of character for her.
Stupid tie.
Enter Dioboromon, a Digimon computer virus hybrid. Since McAfeemon and Nortonmon weren't installed and people didn't know any better than to open files in an email from a Nigerian
Damn.
prince, Dioboromon
Damn, I
starts
definitely didn't get a
fucking
virus
everyone
on my
up. And I
parents'
mean
computer back in the day and
everyone. Nothing
get a
with an
Trojan
internet
virus.
connection is
Nope.
safe. The phones
Couldn't
are
be
dead.
me.
He's launched some nukes and nobody can seemingly stop him. He destroys
Whoops.
the 2 heroes' most powerful Digimon, leaving them closer to death than you'd ever seen as a kid. And to add insult to injury, he's made over 1 million copies of himself when our heroes could barely manage to make it out alive when there was just one of him. My brain could not comprehend how they were going to get out of this situation. There was no hope. There were no more options. And that's when this happens.
Fusion.
They're fucking combining!
Holy shit.
Part Metal Garurumon.
They digivolve together to become
Look, I'm pretty sure there is something
Omni-Man.
coded into every young boy
Omni-Man.
DNA to find the concept of 2 or more things combining
yeah.
to make even
Blue
bigger,
Eyes
more
Ultimate
powerful
Dragon.
thing,
Yup.
the most
Gurren
exciting
Lagann.
thing ever.
Dragon Ball.
So
Yo, we
imagine
got 'em all,
how it
baby.
was as a kid to see the 2 most iconic Digimon coming together to make an even cooler one, whilst an epic orchestral version of the theme song plays in the background.
Dude, that's how
Then
you do
right
it.
after,
You
he
gotta
carries
play
a
the
million
anime
attacks while
theme
Scar music
when the
starts
hype
playing
shit
as
happens.
Omnimon starts
And you
deleting
get all the
enemies
applause
on
every
screen
time.
while shouting the sickest attack names ever.
Transcendent Sword Supreme Cannon!
I
Yeah,
remember back
shout out
then,
your
a girl,
attack names.
An actual girl gave me a completely unprompted, genuine compliment. And this shit was still my highlight of that year. This, right here, seeing the explosions fill up the screen, Omnimon cemented himself as being the coolest thing I'd ever seen. Finishing things off with the hypest attack battle cry in this entire movie, which somehow isn't Transcendent Sword or Supreme Cannon. It's fucking Izzy shouting,
You got mail!
Connection terminated.
if the cultural significance of that is lost on you, it's
Damn.
like watching fucking Gojo
Damn.
killing blow,
I don't
and then
remember them
Goku
saying that, but that's
some shit
fucking
like,
hilarious.
and somehow making that moment hit.
You've
Digimon
got
the
mail.
movie was an absolute fucking enigma for a kids movie. It was so bloody good that Mamoru Hosoda would need to remake it again. Twice.
That's funny. The "you got mail" meme was so popular back in the day. I sure as hell didn't have an email myself at the time though, but I remember it was so popular, and that was before memes were even
When we
really a
think
thing.
anime action scenes,
Or really
90% of the
popular,
time, we think
and still that
fights,
shit was going around.
hand-to-hand combat, sword fighting, ridiculous anime superpowers where they give a fighter some, I don't know,
Maybe some
corrosive
JoJo.
breast milk they fire using
Yeah.
hair shaped like hands to squeeze down on their
Yeah.
chest.
Yeah,
That's a real power.
that
And yet the average
Did Cindy
Baki
just write
fan
that in the
would call
script?
that normal. In terms of anime fights,
Garnt,
there
blink
are too
twice if
many
you need help.
examples to count of moments that have taken my breath away. But what we don't see too often in anime is getting down and dirty with some more gritty action. I'm talking John Wick.
Ooh,
Die
yeah.
Hard,
Oh,
old
yeah.
school 80s action movies. And in that
Yeah.
vein, no singular moment of action has sold me faster on a show than the Apache helicopter standoff from Black Lagoon, Episode 2. Black Lagoon
I
is
haven't
an
watched
anime
Black
I don't hear
Lagoon.
too many
I
people
feel
talk
like I
about
should really,
nowadays. And I
really need to
realize
watch
that's
this one. I've
because
seen
it
this
is
pop
now
up
as old to
so
modern
many
day anime
times, and
coming
how
out
the
today
main
as
character is just
original
the most
Dragon Ball
badass
was
girl
when
ever.
Black Lagoon first started airing. This was the no bullshit action show, following
This
the
has been
lives
on my
of
list for
modern-day pirates
fucking
living in a place
years.
where the average resident wakes up to a city in tatters, having to spend every single day fighting for
I'd
their
assume he's not
lives,
gonna
but
spoil.
PvP
Garnt's
is
really good at
permanently
explaining the
turned on.
plot and doing like spoilers that aren't really
I think I know
spoilers,
what
or it's like
works
really
and
early in the show shit. Though this specific scene might
If you
be a
like
spoiler
John
for
Wick,
me,
well, imagine
so
a world where there
a
are
little
dozens of them,
unfortunate,
except
but
they are all crazy
oh well.
hot anime girls with enough screws loose to assemble a fucking IKEA dining table, and was absolute crack to my teenage brain. I'm pretty sure
Damn, this was
show
really good for a
single-handedly
2006
ruined
show,
my taste
though.
in women before my prefrontal cortex had fully developed, and I have never recovered since. It's in your face, politically incorrect, pushing your sense of disbelief to its limits with enough explosions to finish off a Michael Bay Goonie sesh. If the rule of cool
Oh,
was a
shit.
series, this
Not
was
a
it.
Goonie
And it
sesh,
took
Michael
2
Bay,
episodes for
no!
one scene to let you know exactly what kind of ride you are about to get on. Let me set the scene. It's episode
Okay.
2. Our crew is on the run from a bloody attack helicopter, and they are pinned down inside of a mangrove. It's a dead end. They've
Also,
got
that's-
nowhere else to run.
that's not an
Armed with a
Apache,
single
that's
ship
a
with no
Mi-24. It's got
anti-air capabilities
its-
and the prospect of having to
it's
go
got
face to
the
face with a helicopter with enough
4
firepower to become part of
they're not
NATO,
Hellfires. What the hell are they
things
called for
looking
theirs?
dicey. That is, until the
Like
newest crew member
SA
comes up
something
with a
missiles,
suggestion
and then it's got
proving
the
that
4 missile
somehow,
pods.
in a
Sorry,
city with
getting a little too into it.
mercenaries, gangster leaders, shotgun nuns, and a bloody man from Florida, no one is more insane than a repressed Japanese salaryman with nothing to lose.
This boat's armaments and speed, that sunken ship we passed, I'm pretty sure we have everything we need. I say we go face to face with these
Oh, I know
guys.
this voice actor. Dude,
The boat sets off,
that's
you
one
start
thing. Back in
thinking,
2000s,
no,
I knew
sure,
all the voice
they
actors
would,
because there was
right?
like
At this point,
20
the
of them
posture changes
in the
from
dub.
This to this.
You're about to get fucked, baby.
The anticipation continues to build.
You're about to
The
get
adrenaline starts
fucked!
pumping As the boat gets closer and closer, you hear,
300 feet to go.
"No way this is happening, nah, no way."
150.
Holy shit, they're doing it. They're actually
Oh
fucking
no,
doing it.
are they doing it?
Is this really happening?
No way!
And then-
Wait, no way! Oh, okay, never mind. I thought they're gonna crash into it like fucking the interview with the tank slamming into the fucking thing. They're gonna shoot a torpedo though. What the fuck?
And that is how to sell me on a show.
Bro, that's awesome. What the fuck?
It's me, Austin! Oh, son of a bitch!
How
That was
do you
awesome.
introduce a villain? Well, anime has taught us that you have many
Was it really
options.
him, Dio?
Or dropping them in the moment you least expect it.
Dude, this
Or
was a shock.
having them solo an entire army of people by themselves. Aura. Give them the most badass theme song you can think of. Aura. Oh, and how could
Okay.
I forget? Aura. But the one
Shut
introduction
up.
I will never forget is Shogo Makishima's from Psycho Pass episode 11. Alright, so technically this isn't the
Oh.
first time we see him, but
Dude,
this is the first time
this
we get
first
to see what he's
season
all
of
about,
this
and
show
this scene alone
was
had to put
so
him into the Hall of
fucking
Fame
good.
of greatest anime
Psycho
villains
Pass is
by
one of those shows that you could
breaking the world of
use
Psycho Pass.
to get
This
people that
series is
don't
all
watch
about
anime
the
to
Sybil
watch
system,
anime.
a supercomputer
Because
that
it's
is able to
not-
analyze
it's one of the
people's
few shows that
psychological
doesn't just focus
aptitude
around
and determines
high
every
schoolers,
major decision a
which is
person
way
can
too
do,
many shows.
where they go to school, what jobs
It
they
is
can
so
get. And
good.
that includes how likely someone is to commit a crime.
The Dominators
in the
are such a
form of their crime
cool
coefficient,
gun
which the
concept
police can
idea, the way it
conveniently
works in
measure
the
using their
universe.
specialized guns. A low score
I love
indicates
that
a healthy,
fucking Cyberpunk
law-abiding
feel too.
individual
Ah.
where the gun will be locked, unable to shoot, while a high crime coefficient is what the average person feels when they forget they have a water bottle while walking past TSA. And depending on how high it is,
Shit.
it's going to lock the gun from stun to lethal
Bro, I
force.
get that feeling.
The important thing to note is that things can happen that can spontaneously increase someone's crime coefficient, like going through a traumatic event or hitting the go live button on Kick.
Oh,
Enter
no.
Shogun
Oh, on Kick.
Makishima,
Oh,
an
what?
infamous criminal that seems to be
Who
the
uses
binding
Kick?
link across every case we've seen in the series thus far. And most recently, he sent the police on a wild goose chase by kidnapping the best friend of our main protagonist, Akane. That is, until Akane catches up to him, leading to this standoff.
And it's so cool. She
Okay,
points the
pause.
gun at him.
As soon as the scene started, you knew
And it's
something was about
like
to go down.
you have
You got the stakes.
no bad
Psycho
shit.
mass
It's a
murderer
0 or
carrying
whatever.
a shotgun with
Yeah.
the best
Oh,
friend of a righteous
so
cop who
cool.
put her trust into the system she represents, who is also armed. Both within line of sight without being able to reach each other. This setup didn't have a Chekhov's gun. It was a full-on bloody firing squad. Because up till now, nothing had truly happened to Rattle Akane, but this time felt different. You're not sure what, but something is going to go wrong. And as you watch the scene unfold, it induces so much squeaky bum tension. My fart
Ayo.
sounded like Mariah Carey hitting her highest kettle notes. The first alarm bells start ringing.
all
Akane
right.
points the Dominator at him, and horrified,
Yeah, I'm not really a fart joke
finds
kinda
out
guy.
that Makishima
That one didn't get me.
is normal, even while actively committing a crime, while torturing her friend.
Oh
His
my
mind
God.
is so
Dude, this scene was
inconceivably
so
twisted
fucking
that
raw.
He sees himself as doing nothing wrong.
Uh-huh.
And Sybil agrees. She physically cannot take the shot. This is when Makishima offers her an out. He throws her the old-fashioned shotgun and steps out into the open, taunting her to take a shot, ignore the system, and make the choice to kill. Murder someone herself, and at this point I'm thinking, okay, so he's like gonna bait her into
Also,
shooting.
ain't no
She
way
accidentally
you can
kills
shoot
her
the
friend,
shotgun
leaving
in
her with
one
a guilty
arm like
conscience,
that.
messing up her psychopath,
That's
and
not
then-
happening.
And that's the moment you get the sinking realization that what he wants to do is so much worse. What makes this scene truly terrifying is how it's able to portray the feeling of being completely helpless. As utterly desperate as Akane is to stop him, she's been conditioned to trust in a system that refuses to listen to her in her biggest time of need. And she can do nothing but witness the horror unfold in front of her eyes. Here is a character that can make you feel completely powerless, not because he has a high
the
power
animation.
level or he just beat up one of the strongest characters in the show, but by his sheer existence in this world. Akane continues to frantically point her gun at him, yet his crime coefficient keeps ticking down, lower and lower, almost as if it's a countdown to the inevitable. She pleads with him, her friend begs for her life, but there is absolutely nothing they can do. Ending things off with one of the most chilling things you can hear in this universe.
犯罪係数0
And the only thing left is for Makishima to leave his mark as one of the greatest anime villains to ever grace our screens.
It's so fucking good, man. Oh my God. This scene is so fucking cool, man.
In short, Aura.
Yeah, Aura, baby. Woo!
Great writing, insane plot twists, interesting characters.
Let's get to number
all
one.
noise distracting you from the one thing that truly matters. Vibes. There are
Vibes?
moments in anime
Okay,
that
okay,
leave an
okay, I
imprint on
like me some
because
vibes.
Simply, the vibe was immaculate. A culmination of the aesthetic, the music, the
Okay,
mood,
okay.
the atmosphere, all coming together to form an experience that sticks with you.
Yeah, I didn't really
even
fuck
if
with
you
that show,
don't
I'm not gonna
fully
lie.
understand why. And no scene encapsulates this more perfectly
With Eureka
than the
7.
motorbike scene from Terror in Resonance, Episode 4. Shinichiro
Okay,
Watanabe
okay.
is no stranger to vibes. Kids on the Slope has my favorite music performers of all time.
This is a pretty cool
Cowboy
show.
Bebop was iconic in just about every single aspect. Samurai Champloo helped popularize an entire genre of music that is still a part of pop culture today. If there was a CEO of vibes, this man would be it. And yet I still think the unique atmosphere he crafted in Terror in Resonance remains unmatched. This series, in my opinion, has the best soundtrack in anime. Bar none. Every track
Damn,
is a
really?
chilling experience that pierces the soul. Icelandic songs that can soothe the flames
I
of
would
hell.
not
You put it
agree with
an
that
anime
because I
about blowing
barely
up
remember it.
buildings and setting the world on fire. Never before has destruction been so serene. Chaos so calming. It is goddamn beautiful. Was the writing perfect? No.
But I'm
Was it
sure
the
it's still really
cleanest
good.
execution in the world? No. But there are scenes in this anime that invoke feelings I have yet to experience again to this day, and maybe never will. The final climax, the Ferris wheel scene, and of course, this one. At this point, the main plotline of the episode has just been resolved. Our protagonists have sent the police into a frenzy by dropping a virtual bombshell on the world. No buildings are getting blown up today. The commotion is over. Everyone is given a brief moment to breathe. And then you hear this.
Someone tell me how I got here.
The song starts as the motorbike glides through the dazzling city lights. The girl, still fearful, gripping for her life, decides to open her eyes, and what she is greeted with is pure sensory poetry. This right here, guys, is it. And I don't even know what it is.
Nah,
the fear,
it is.
freedom, and beauty of life all captured within a single moment. When she tilts her head and shuts her eyes, what I would give to be at the place she is at for just a second. I think what makes this brief scene one of my favorite in anime is because it's so perfectly
It's such cool. It's such a cool choice of a scene. Like, it's not something that a normal video would pop up and be like, yo, this is the hypest scene in all of anime or whatever. Like, no, you're not going to see this sort of scene pop up. That's why I like Garnt's stuff so much. He actually really cares about the medium of anime and will go all out with his decisions to just pick stuff that he doesn't care if other people agree with him or not. He will go in and be like, yeah, this is my shit.
You can possibly be
I fuck with that
right now, and you know it. And right then and there, you think to yourself, fuck it. You know what? Everything's gonna be all right.
Nice. Dude, another banger. I fucking love Garnt's videos, man. They're so good. He puts so much effort and love into his medium that he follows, and you can tell. And he's got the humor on point. It'll make you laugh. It'll make you cry. Well, this one didn't make me cry, but the previous one had a moment I believe I was pretty close to. He knows how to write a script, man. So keep doing what you're doing, Garnt. And I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing, which is ending this video. So thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this reaction, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below. And I will see you in the next reaction. Peace.